gosh, the head librarian is going to terminate my employment if she sees this. Quick, help me put everything back. Welcome to the library. You know how to use the Dewey Decimal System, right? Well then, let's book it over to those 025s. Don't get me wrong, it's great to see you. I noticed you've finally grown into your ears, so that's, congratulations. But right now, you really need to get these books cleaned up. Maybe we should flee. Just lean into it, you know? We'll be like Bonnie and Clyde, except instead of robbing banks, we'll mess up libraries. What am I saying? That's a terrible idea. I knew you were a bit clumsy, but this is a real blunder, a serious mishap, an actual catastrophe, a full-fledged flub-up! Sorry. I use synonyms as an alternative to swear words. Hey! Don't let her press your luck, buddy! Curiouser and curiouser. That was one way to break the ice. At least I'm not nervous about meeting up with you anymore. You know, because I'm too busy panicking over all the scattered books and broken stuff. But, hi! Long time no see. How's life? I can't believe you're really here. I almost didn't recognize you. Well, actually, that's not true. I could never forget your face. Not even in a trillion years. Curiouser and curiouser. Talk about a plot twist. I was expecting our reunion to be like one of those Nicholas Sparks novels. A bit more sweet, calm, less likely to get me fired. I can't believe you're really here. Look, my hands are shaking. First date jitters. Not that this is a date, of course. I just mean, I'm happy you're here. In a normal, friendly way. Do you know how heavy those bookshelves are? We could have been killed, or worse, banned from the library. This is fine. Everything is fine. I'm fine. No! You remember my old ticklish spot! Well, I may not have grown up to be an explorer, or an adventurer, or a treasure seeker, or a gunfighter, but I'm proud of what I am. I am a librarian. Things sure have changed a lot since we were kids, huh? You're cooler than ever, and I finally got the pubes I always wanted. This is fine. So, do you like to travel? Me, I'm an armchair traveler. My library card is my passport to the wonderful and quite unpredictable world of books. Can I just say, time has been good to you. I mean, you were always cute, but you've definitely had a glow up. I'd say puberty did you right. I always thought you'd grow up to be a comedian. Or a demolition expert. I guess I wasn't too far off. I can't find the words to express how good it is to see you again. And that's saying something, because I'm a logophile. I know a lot of words. I feel like I have so much to tell you. I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but I'm hoping it'll come up naturally in conversation. Can you start us off? Talk about a plot. I joined a literature club in high school. It was super cute. At first. Then the club president had a nervous breakdown and threatened to delete us from the game files. Whatever that means. Remember how I used to read you those fantasy books, A Melody of Frost and Flame? And how I was so excited for the next one in the series to come out? Yeah, it still hasn't. I'm still waiting. Oh, this is great! I was looking for something to keep me occupied while I wait for my interlibrary loan to arrive. Want to hear some word facts? A single piece of confetti is called a confetto. The word set has more definitions than any other word, and posynonym is a synonym for synonym. I organized my bookshelves by color. Take a look! It's my reading rainbow. My monthly subscription box of Japanese snacks arrived. Do you want to come over and try them with me? Yay! I can't wait! Just promise you won't hog all the candy, or I'll get you. You were my favorite person when we were kids, and you're my favorite person now. Best friends forever. Look at you, big spender. You've certainly become more generous with age. I know I'm an adult, but I still pretend I'm a mermaid whenever I go swimming. I am not ashamed. That was so romantic. Like something out of a novel. Although, if this were a novel, something terrible would most likely happen in the next scene in order to further the plot. Good thing this is real life. I've really missed you. And, also book reports. And bubblegum tape. I miss a lot of things from when I was a kid. If only we had a time machine. I was a little worried that it might be hard to talk to you after all this time. But it's sort of like we just picked back up where we left off, isn't it? I was seriously running out of shelf space, so I built a new bookcase. Out of books! Isn't that ingenious? Now I have room for tons more! I'll never forget the last time I saw you. I watched you through the car window as we drove away. It was pouring down rain. Then a sad song started playing on the radio. And you chased us down the road until you tripped and did a faceplant in the mud. Did you know that E is the most common letter in the English language? It's also the most common letter in my name. Pretty cool, huh? I've really missed you. Remember when we found that abandoned treehouse in the woods? We used to swing across the creek on a rope and pretend we were crossing into a magical fantasy world. But then the rope broke, and we grew up. Past, present, and future walked into a bar. It was tense. Yeah, my sense of humor hasn't changed much over the years. Want to know an embarrassing secret? I used to tell my classmates that I was dating someone from a different school and show them pictures of you. Maybe one day I'll take you to my class reunion, and we can finally convince them that I was telling the truth all along. I's been thinking about you. Sorry for all the library jokes. I'll put them on hold. Oops, there I go again. I just can't help myself. I might die from embarrassment and shyness if I say this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. You were my first crush who wasn't a fictional character. You're even sweeter and funnier than I remember, and more of a troublemaker. Some people become so different when they grow up. But you just became more you. What's your deepest, darkest secret? I stole a book once. I skipped school and spent the whole day reading in my secret hideout. Completely sucked in by the fantastical story of rock giants and racing snails and dog dragons. Sometimes I wish that story had never ended. Look at you, big spender. You've certainly become more generous with age. That was even more beautiful than the travel brochure described. Want to see my vision board? It's got all kinds of pictures of things that make me happy, and things I want out of life. And yes, there's a picture of me and you on there. I know it sounds a little hokey, but maybe that's what brought us back together. An old song came on the radio earlier, the one I listened to on repeat the summer we visited Hot Chocolate Lake for the last time. I wanna be your summer love, summer love. You know, that one. I was talking to my mom on the phone earlier, telling her about how we've reconnected. Suffice to say, she ships us. Also, she says hi. Thanks to my small stature, I get to dress up as Ribbit Reader during special library events. That's the library's mascot, by the way. It's a huge, hot, stuffy frog costume, and boy, do I love it! Any chance you're into girls dressed like animals? I could be your frog princess. We're like Hermione and Ron, or Sherlock and Watson. The best of friends, destined to be lovers. Depending on which part of the story and or fanfiction you're reading. You and me, sitting in a tree. Kissing. That's been stuck in my head all day now. But it's just the annoying tune that bothers me, not the general concept, for your information. The library has more to offer than just books, you know. You could take out a movie, or a video game, or me. This is just like when Beast gave Belle her great big library. Oh, I've never felt so spoiled. Thank you. Meh, the book was better. I'm pretty miffed they left out the whole part about the dinosaur astronaut. Oh, don't get me wrong. I still had an amazing time with you. I definitely want to do it again. I just got these new glasses frames. What do you think? I was going for a sexy smart thing, but I'm not sure. Judging by your expression, I'm guessing you like them? Now, what if I were to take them off and bite them a little? Remember when we were young, and people would always tell us that we were too young to know what love was? Do you think we're old enough now? Aw, I really appreciate this. No, really, I'm so grateful, so thankful. I owe you one. Aw, I really appreciate this. No, really, I'm so grateful, so thankful. I owe you one. When I think too hard about it, I just can't believe we found each other after so many years apart. It seems impossible. Then again, sometimes I've believed as many as 6 impossible things before breakfast. I double dog dare you to kiss me. Oops, was I staring at you? Sorry, you're just, really cute. I'm beside myself. This whole thing is a dream come true. My to-read pile is growing dangerously tall. If you don't hear from me tomorrow, it's probably because my books toppled over during the night and buried me while I slept. Don't mourn me. It's how I wanted things to end. Someday, I'd love to settle down in a nice house with a white picket fence and a garden for all my dogs. But I'd also love to run away to Japan and become an English teacher and live in one of those micro apartments, you know? Oh, why can't I magically do both at the same time? Look at us, a pair of old flames, a quiet library in a quaint little town. All we need is a murder victim, and we've got ourselves a cozy mystery. We'll call it If Books Could Kill. I am very fond of you. In fact, I cherish you. I adore you. I'm hopelessly devoted to you. Okay, I'm so nervous to say it, but I'm going to say it anyway. I love you. Every time I see you, my heart does this happy little flutter. I feel like the luckiest girl on the planet. I always wished you and I could have gone to the same school. Just think, you and me skipping class together, making out under the bleachers, being voted cutest couple in the yearbook. You want to know what I miss most about elementary school? Book fairs. Those were the best! Yes, I am a nerd. Don't act like you're not into it.
Oh, my abs are starting to hurt from laughing so much. It's the best feeling.
What do you think of this? Kind of different from what I wore back in the day. I hope you like it, because that would be a pretty good
distraction! Last one in the lake's a rotten egg!
I can be a little bit particular. If I like something, I stick with it. That's why I bought 20 pairs of the exact same underwear. Rest assured, once you're mine, I'll never replace you.
My face feels hot.
Am I blushing? I still get butterflies whenever you touch me.
I am more than ready to enter this new chapter of our lives. Assuming we're on the same page, let's book it to the chapel. Want to play truth or dare? I'll go first. I pick truth. The truth is, I'm smitten, and you're the object of my many affections, forever and always. Dare you to go on another date with me? I'm so getting you back for that, when and where you least expect it. Our love is canon, but I'd still write fanfics about us. The plot thickens as the prim librarian sheds her daily uniform, revealing her sexy underthings. Will the love interest make a move?
You want to know what I miss? If you were a library book, I'd never return you.
I'd still pay the late fees, of course. It's only 10 cents a day, and it's the right thing to do. I'm so getting you back for that, when and where you least expect it.
I feel so pretty in this, like a winter princess.
I really hope capes come back into fashion. If there's one thing better than a sweater when it's cold out, it's a cape. Remember that time we got married in front of that big maple tree? But then neither of us wanted to kiss because of cooties? I guess that means it probably wasn't legally binding, huh?
Can I rest my head on your shoulder? I just need to close my eyes for a few minutes. I accidentally stayed up until 2 a.m. reading this surprisingly engaging cookbook, Recipes for Disaster.
I'm so getting you back for that, when and where you least expect it. My family used to say that you and I were joined at the hip.
I don't know. I think we were actually joined at the heart.
I love reading. I'll read anything. Western, sci-fi, noir, biographies, memoirs, coffee table books, anything. The only thing I don't like is poetry, so you'd better not have written me any cheesy poems. I was telling my friend about the first time I saw you, and how I was totally awestruck, and how even though I was too young to know what the feeling was, I knew instantly that you would always be special to me. Then I looked over and she was blubbering like a baby. Not many people get to say that their first love turned out to be their true love. We are the lucky ones. Bored? Read a book. No harm ever came from reading a book. Unless it was an ancient magical book with the power to unleash a cursed mummy hell-bent on resurrecting his dead lover. In which case, yeah, you might have a problem. Do you still have a bicycle? I'd love to ride on the handlebars again, for old time's sake. We could go to the corner store and get some snacks. You still like Pokey and Fountain Dew? I don't know about you, but I'd say we have some real textual chemistry. E-readers are great for traveling, and also for reading certain, types of books. The types of books one might not wish others to know one enjoys, if you know what I mean. I hope you don't mind me checking you out. I can't help it. I'm a librarian. Wink. Is it okay if I take some measurements? Not to ruin the surprise, but I'm knitting you a sweater. Also matching socks. I almost did underwear too, but itchy is not the feeling I'm hoping to inspire in that area. I was scared you'd be different somehow, and that all my happy memories would be tarnished. But actually, having you in my life again has made those memories shine brighter than ever. Thank you for being you.
The next time someone tells me they don't believe in fate, I'm going to tell them about us. I bet our love story would top the nonfiction bestsellers chart in no time.
I was going through my keepsake box, and I found one of those old pencil and paper fortune-telling games we used to play. It said I'd grow up to live in a shoe, drive a helicopter, have 17,000 kids, and marry you. I spent so many years believing my feelings for you were unrequited. When you told me you liked me too, it made my heart so happy. If only we confessed to each other back then.
See, this is why people shouldn't keep secrets, especially not love secrets.
Aristotle said, love is composed of a single soul inhabiting two bodies. That would explain why I've never felt complete without you by my side. Every time I see you, my heart does this happy little flutter. I feel like the luckiest girl on the planet. Promise me we'll always be this happy?
No, don't promise.
Pinky swear. It's the most sacred of vows. After all, you taught me that. I read somewhere that staring into your lover's eyes can make your heartbeat synchronize. Mine goes super fast when I look into yours. What about you?